Okay, there we go. Sorry, the mic wasn't working. What's happening, guys? What's happening? What's going on? I feel like I haven't spoke to you guys in ages, man. I feel like I haven't seen you guys, spoke to you guys in ages. God damn. What's up, Squizzy? The boy Squiz. The boy Squizzy. The boy Squizzy is in the building. In the building. What's going on, man? Chilling? How are you? I'm good, bro. I'm good. Getting ready for the Gold Coast. This weekend. Just got back from Tasmania. Now I'm heading to the Gold Coast, man. Spending some of these profits, you know what I mean? It's some well-needed time out. Well-needed time out. Nice little resort. Nice little relax in the resort by the pool. Chill the out. You know what I'm saying? It's needed. It's definitely needed. How are you, bro? How you feeling with everything? Doing some back testing? Nice, bro. Did you watch the video in the private Telegram? A couple of videos that I uploaded yesterday. I need a haircut. What's up, Seal? Good, done a lot of back testing and found that excluding break-even trades, the 15-minute V5 breakout has around a 70% win rate. Well, you know what's funny, Squizzy? You know what's funny? Which shows you that it is indeed that. Look at my stats so far this year. So far this year, my win rate from Jan is around about 70%. So you're spot on with that. Spot on. 94 trades, 94 wins, 41 losses. But yeah, win rate around about that 70% mark. So yeah, that's quite impressive, to be fair, that you've come to that conclusion too. Is that V6? No, this is not V6. This is just, you guys know about this indicator. I've showed you this indicator before. This is just multi-time period charts. So what you can see right now is these boxes, these red and green boxes are just 4-hour candles. 4-hour candles, right? But I'm looking at the 30-minute chart. So we can see how these 4-hour candles are playing out on the 30-minute chart. It's very powerful. You guys want to, you guys always asking how I understand price action so much. It's because of this tool right here. Learning how these higher time frame. Let me. Sorry, we got some issues on the TikTok. I don't know what. Yo, TikTok. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? TikTok. Can you hear me now? All right, sorry guys, I didn't realize. So I'll explain that again for you guys in TikTok. The red and green boxes that you can see on the chart right here are 4-hour candles, but we're looking at the 30-minute time frame. And just as I mentioned before, you guys are always asking me how I can read price action so well. It's because of this tool right here, because it's very important and very beneficial to understand how these candles play out from a lower time frame, right? So again, for example, this is the 30-minute time frame, but within each one of these boxes, these red and green boxes, if it's red, the 4-hour candle closed bearish. If it's green, the 4-hour candle closed bullish, right? Which this one is green right here. You might not be able to see it, but it's green. So we can see how these 4-hour candles are starting to form from the 30-minute time frame here. Or if we want to go to the 15-minute time frame, we can see how these 4-hour candles are forming on the 15-minute time frame, right? And so on and so forth. There's the 1-hour time frame. We can see how the 4-hour candles are forming from the 1-hour time frame, how each one of these 1-hour candles is opening and closing, which is giving you the 4-hour candle closures, right? And this is very important, because if you start to understand this, you can start to understand certain moves that happen and when they happen and why they happen, right? Because again, if I want to look at a different time frame, you just go to the menu right here and say I want to look at the daily time frame, right? Let's go to the daily. Now we're seeing a whole daily candle and how it played out from the 30-minute time frame, right? Very powerful. You can understand how to start reading these patterns and how to start reading these daily candles, 4-hour candles from the lower time frames, and you start to see how they set up in order to play out for the rest of the day or the rest of the 4-hour candle. It's very powerful. You can really start to capture some good moves, but more importantly, really start to understand price action, the way that the market moves, the way that these candles open and close, and when they drive, when they pull back, right? Very beneficial. Very beneficial. For example, right, if we take a look, let me just turn off V5 real quick. If we take a look at this 4-hour candle right here, this bullish 4-hour candle, we can see that it closed bullish, right? Because you can see the green box in there, this one right here. You guys, hopefully you guys can see that clear. Let me just turn the thing up a little bit better, right? Let me just turn it to about 50% so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so like that. So this 4-hour candle, looking at it from the 30-minute time frame, we can see that first of all, the first 30 minutes of this 4-hour candle opened up and closed bearish, spiked down and created a 4-hour bottom wick, which then enabled the 4-hour to start driving, right? And breaking the previous 4-hour highs by about 77, 78 pips. But then it comes down for a deeper bottom wick, right? And that's very important, because if we're looking at the momentum, we can clearly see from this previous 4-hour candle right here, this green box, that there was a lot of bullish momentum, right? Look at this move up. The 4-hour candle closed bullish. So we can anticipate during this 4-hour candle, price can continue bullish at some point. But first of all, you need that price action. You need the 4-hour bottom wick. You need the pullback in order for price to continue driving, right? So initially you get the short-term pullback in here with this 30-minute bearish closure, and then the spike up, breaking those previous 4-hour highs, which would be right here. Okay, you'd potentially get like, you know, a 78 pip move there if you're anticipating the 4-hour to continue bullish. Or once then you get that deeper pullback and this 30-minute candle spikes down, you get a deeper 4-hour bottom wick, that spike to the downside, grab of liquidity under these 4-hour lows, and then we start to see price turning around again. And you can see that eventually then it does continue to push bullish and close bullish, right? Which enables then the next 4-hour candle to continue bullish. So you can start to understand how these 4-hour candles play out from these time frames. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. I don't know where the bearish ones just went. There we go. So yeah, go for it. go on your charts, do some back testing. And take a look at this. All right, it's going to be very beneficial to you. Price is driving right now. Why? Why is price driving right now, may you ask? Well, as I always say, let's take a look at the 12-hour time frame. And what did the first 12-hour candle today? How did the first 12-hour candle today close? It closed bearish, right? The first 12-hour candle of the day closed bearish, and guess what? The 12-hour the second 12-hour candle has opened up, and it's now continued bearish by 92 pips, right? 12-hour bias, very simple. All these things that I show you guys, very powerful things, very, very powerful. If you learn to, you know, apply the information correctly. What's up, Naveen? What's up, Hey Tris? Looking for a buy soon? I am looking at buys. As you can see, price is now selling off quite heavily. I was looking at sells earlier. Right here, let's go into the Cody's analysis section. You can see earlier I said, yeah, going short on gold at 2500927, right? Only valid until this 30-minute closes. No sales, deleting sell stops. The sales didn't come into play. I was looking at sales here from this 30-minute candle. Once this 30-minute candle right here closed bearish, I was looking for price to continue bearish once this 30-minute candle broke those lows, but that didn't end up happening. It closed bullish, so no sales. Then you get the spike down because there was no bottom wick. Pull back. Liquidity grab, right? There's the liquidity grab right there above those 4-hour highs. And then the huge sell-off. So yeah, I am looking at the buys, but obviously price is selling off quite heavily now. I have to see how we're starting to form around this area here. We've got a 30-minute closure in about 5 minutes. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see if we spike out again. This could be a liquidity grab below here, but then eventually continue bullish. If we get a bullish 30-minute closure in here soon, then I might be looking at the sales, but we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait a bit. Nowadays you can't. Posting signal service results in free Telegram, man, for every day. I'm looking for hours going now. Any results? So last week, yeah, I haven't posted about it in a while because I was on holiday, Naveen. I was actually away, not last week, the week before. So I didn't post any then. I was on holiday. I was traveling around. I was very busy. There was still signals, but I just didn't post about them. So last week we ended up on break even. Last week was a slow week, but we did end up break even. This was on Friday, late Friday. These were the trades that was called out. Here, these were all the trades that I sent out on Friday. Buy sell stops on quite a few pairs. And then that was the results of those trades right there. Got about 1.2k, but we ended up having a losing trade. That was also break even that day. Yeah, couple wins. You can see the AUD CAD loss, couple wins on UJ and USD CHF, and then a small NZD CAD loss. Ended up 264 profit for the day. I think that was like Thursday or Wednesday, but basically that's break even for me. And we had a loss here. On CHF JPY. So for the week, I ended up break even. I'll tell you the exact. Actually, for the week, I actually was up about, I think, $300 or so, but for me, that's basically break even. Let's have a look. So yeah, break even week last week, basically, is what I'm saying. But like I said, I've been away. I've only just got back, and now I'm going away to the Gold Coast again. So yeah, I've just been busy trying to juggle a lot of things, and also posting content on Instagram, on TikTok, in the Telegram, on YouTube. It gets very overwhelming, very draining. But that was last week. $291 in profit. So basically break even for the week there. In the Signals Telegram. So break even week. Let's see what this week brings. Is this pre-recorded? This guy comes in the stream every fucking stream and says, "Is this pre-recorded?" How does the 12-hour bias work? May I ask? Alan, are you still in the TikTok stream, brother? Brother Alan, are you still in? If you're still in the stream, I will answer your question. If not, oh, you're not the same guy, Ace? My bad, bro. Brother Alan, are you still in the stream? Tisha, appreciate the follow on TikTok. My bad, Ace. My bad, bro. Somebody comes in to the stream on TikTok every stream and goes, "Is this pre-recorded?" How and why would I do a pre-recorded stream? What is the point of that? I don't understand. How was the week off? Oh, it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. Tasmania, beautiful. Beautiful, man. If you haven't gone to Tasmania, I highly recommend it. Danab, you want to know about the 12-hour bias as well? One thing I have just noticed after seeing your win rate is that my ratio of break-even to win-loss is a lot higher than yours. I'm wondering what that is. What do you mean, Squizzy? Your ratio of break-even? I haven't recorded a lot of the break-even trades. I'm not too bothered about the break-evens. When I remember, I record them. I've recorded every single win and loss, but at the start, well, basically at the start, when I first started, when I first created this journal, I wasn't tracking any of the break-evens. I only did the win and loss, but then like towards the middle, I started tracking the break-evens as well. So I was like, I haven't tracked them so far. There's no point in me starting now. But then I was like, actually, I should track the break even. So I started doing it. But yeah. Oh, we've got to do the watermark. We are live on YouTube, guys. Live on YouTube. I gotta change the signals thing here as well. Gotta take the weekly out because we got nothing for the weekly yet, and last week was break even. You want to know about the 12-hour bias? All right, so basically the 12-hour bias, Danab, and everybody, listen up, right? Listen up. Basically, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to put on the sessions indicator, right? And obviously the 12-hour time frame, within one day you get two 12-hour candles, right? So two 12-hour candles make up the daily candle. 12 plus 12 is 24, okay? So the theory is, and this is something that I found myself, I guarantee you not many, if any other traders will show you this, because I was sitting there one day and I was like, the daily candle, how can I break down the daily candle to understand it better for each session? How can I look at capturing these moves from the daily candle down on the lower time frames to try and get an idea of where the daily candle is going, right? Because the daily candle is obviously very powerful. So I was sitting there one day and I was like, you know, looking at 4-hour candles, looking at hourly candles, 15-minute candles, 30-minute candles, and I was like, how can I better understand this daily candle? So then I was like, hang on a minute, half of 24 is 12, right? Because you look at it the daily, when you break it down into numbers, you start to understand things better. So I did 24, half that is 12, right? Now TradingView doesn't actually give you the 12-hour time frame. You have to create or add a custom time frame, right? If you guys are on YouTube, you'll be able to see this on my chart right now, but if you're on TikTok, you're not going to be able to. But basically on TradingView, by your time frames in the top left, if you see the little down arrow, click that and you'll see add custom interval. You then click that, you go in here, you go to hours and you put in 12 and then add, right? I can't add it because I've already added it, but you have to create the time frame. But the 12-hour time frame is very powerful, and I'll tell you why. What's up, Tal? Like I mentioned before, half of 24, which is the daily candle, is 12. Now you get two 12-hour candles within the daily candle. And the theory is that the first 12-hour candle, once it closes, is giving you a bias and a direction for the second 12-hour candle, and ultimately how that daily candle then plays out, right? Now, I'll show you some examples in a second. It's not perfect every single time, but it is very good a lot of the times, right? Just enough to give you your bias and direction for the day, right? And the first 12-hour candle covers Asian session and London session, like mid-London session. So the start of Asia session to mid-London session, right? And then the second 12-hour candle covers mid-London session, then through New York session till the end of the day, next Asia session, right? So the first 12-hour candle is going to give you the direction for the second 12-hour candle, which is the New York session, which is the best session to trade, or the most popular session to trade gold, where it has the most volume, right? Now, some examples. If you look at the chart right here, you can see purple and green backgrounds, right? Highlighted purple and green areas. Purple is the first 12-hour candle of the day. That's the Asian session. And green is the second 12-hour candle of the day. So wherever you see it turn purple, that's the start of the daily candle and the first 12-hour candle. And then when you see it turns green, that's the start of mid-London through to New York session and then through to the next Asian session, right? So if I highlight them for you, first 12-hour candle, second 12-hour candle. First 12-hour candle, second 12-hour candle, right? And so if we take a look at the, what's up, Frenchie? If we take a look at the 12-hour time frame here, and if we look at the first 12-hour candle for each day, that is going to give us a bias and a direction for the most part, not always, but for the most part, for the second 12-hour candle. Now, here's some examples, right? It happened perfectly here today. Here is the first 12-hour candle of the day that has closed an hour and a half ago, right? Closed bearish. And the second 12-hour candle of the day is now continuing bearish from where it opened right here and closed. It has continued so far 99 pips, almost 100 pips. What's up, Tao? Let's go back to Friday, right? The first 12-hour candle on Friday for the daily candle closed bullish. And guess what? The second 12-hour candle of the day on Friday continued bullish by 473 pips. Right? More examples. Here's the first 12-hour candle of the day. It closed bullish. The second 12-hour candle of the day actually did continue bullish for 140 pips. Also had that spike down as well. That was for news, of course, retail sales. But it did continue bullish, first of all, for 146 pips, right? Now here's, like I said, it's not always going to play out perfectly, because here is the first 12-hour candle of the day, and the second 12-hour candle of the day actually flipped bearish and closed bearish. Same thing over here. First 12-hour candle of the day closed bearish. Second 12-hour candle of the day actually continued bullish and closed bullish, right? But now we move on. Look at these moves that you can capture here. The first 12-hour candle of the day right here. The second 12-hour candle of the day here continued bullish for 310 pips, right? The first 12-hour candle of the day here closed bullish, and the second 12-hour candle of the day here continued bullish for 331 pips, right? Now, if you get what I'm hinting at here, and if you can really read between the lines of what I'm saying and start to put things together, you should really be seeing something very powerful right here, right? Now let's take into account news. And we've talked about this on stream previously, right? Whenever there is news, because most of the time on gold, you will get news during late New York session, right? Which would be the second 12-hour candle of the day. Now, usually, not always, with news, it will follow the previous 12-hour direction, right? So now, if you want to start capturing these big spikes, I'm not saying to trade news. I don't trade news at all. But if you want to get a direction of where price could potentially head for news, you just have to look at the previous 12-hour candle. For example, in here, we had red folder news, ISM services PMI. Happened during the second 12-hour candle of the day. But all you had to do is look at that first 12-hour candle and see that it closed bearish. And you could have got a good idea now where the second 12-hour candle is going to go during news as well, right? Very simple. Same thing over here, right? Job openings. Jolt's job openings. The first 12-hour candle closed bullish. The second 12-hour candle continued bullish during news for 230 pips. First 12-hour candle closed bullish. Second 12-hour candle continued bullish. 290 pips, right? And if you just backtest this, you will see how powerful this is. So that is the 12-hour bias, 12-hour candle bias direction theory concept. And this will also be broken down in the CPAC Academy database once that is ready. All right. So that's the 12-hour bias, 12-hour theory, 12-hour concept. And I guarantee you, no trader has ever showed anything even relatively close to what I just showed you. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And if there has, let me know. I will eat my words. I will apologize. I will shake that man's hand. I will shake your hand. And I will say fair play. But I guarantee you, there is no other trader showing you this right now. Am I waiting for an entry? Yeah. I'm only really interested in buys, to be honest, at the moment. So this can spike down all it wants, but I'm not really interested in the sells at the moment, to be honest. Was not looking at the sells at all. I was looking at sells earlier, but now my bias is flipped to bulls, to the upside, to the bullish. Yo, Bryce Cornford, appreciate the follow on TikTok, brother. Sorry, Squizzy, that was a very long explanation, but let me see, what did you say? Fair enough. Makes sense anyway, because BE are irrelevant and cancel it sells out in terms. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Where are you looking for to enter a buy at? The only thing that I know right now, Tris, is that I'm looking for buys. Where I'm looking to enter a buy, that's another question, because I haven't seen anything yet that signifies any buys, right? For me personally. And when I see that, I'll let you guys know. But obviously, price is selling off right now, right? This is a very heavy sell-off that we're seeing. So there's no buys in here for me yet. But my bias, my direction, even though the previous 12-hour candle did close bearish, overall, I'm looking at kind of like the weekly, the daily. I would prefer, and this is just short-term bias, right? Overall, I did put this in the Discord as well somewhere. Where is it? Yeah, short-term buys here. So I said short-term buys for steeper 12-hour top wick, rest of day potential sales to align with 12-hour, which would also fall into the gold weekly outlook candle, testing the lower ranges we have talked about. So that was in, we talked about this in the private Discord, the private Telegram, the gold weekly outlook here. We talked about this pullback. We talked about this sell-off. So we know why it's happening. We know it's can potentially happen. But in terms of me and the trader I am, I'm a scalper. I'm not really a... for gold specifically, when I'm scalping, day trading like this, I'm not looking at the overall height, the bigger moves, the swing moves. I'm just looking for a short-term bullish move based on just price action, candle patterns. Based on, you know, daily, based on 4-hour time frames. So yeah, and even if I was looking at the sells, there's not really any sells in here for me either, really. I like to see momentum like this, right? But I also like to see pullbacks, right? I like to see pullbacks, and there's been no pullbacks in here. That's just me personally. Is this gold? Yeah, this is gold. Yo, FJ Patty, appreciate the follow on TikTok, my guy. What's up, Frenchie? What are your techniques to identify whether a move like this bearish move is a liquidity sweep or whether it's a run that will continue? To be honest, Squizzy, like the way I see it, the way I like to look at it is if it doesn't align with what I'm looking at, I don't care, right? This could sell off for the rest of the week or the rest of the day, and I will not care, right? I don't care if it continues. I don't care if it pull back. I have no real techniques of identifying whether it's a liquidity sweep or if it's a bearish run that can continue. All I have is my setup, my strategy, and I don't get like FOMO, right? A lot of people will see a move like this and they'll start to get FOMO. They'll be like, oh, they'll be itching, right? How did I miss that? How can I get in on this? Like, why is it selling off so much? Like, look at this crazy move. But the way I like to look at it is, you know, whatever happens, happens. All I'm going to do is sit here and wait for my setup. And all I'm looking at right now, personally, is just the buys, right? So I don't really have any techniques to identify whether it's a bear, like a liquidity sweep, or whether it's going to continue. All I care about is seeing my setup. That's it. But like I said, this was called out. This move right here, this exact move was called out or talked about anyway in the VIP Telegram. We have all these zones marked out here ready because we anticipated that the weekly candle could pull back and tap into any one of these areas. We could see gold completely sell off all the way down here this week before it continues bullish 100%. You know how gold likes to move. It can move very quickly if it wants to. It's very decisive. Once it's got a destination in mind where it needs to go. None of us know that. We can have presumptions, or we can, you know, kind of do our analysis and anticipate, but nobody knows for sure, right? But all these levels were marked out because of this bearish move, right? Talked about this in the VIP Telegram here, in the weekly outlook. Let me have a quick look. Oh, cheat. Yeah, there's a couple scenarios I was looking at, but yeah, there you go. This is what I was talking about in the Telegram. This is in the VIP Telegram. Just that pullback from the weekly perspective down into these areas. This is what we was anticipating this week. So let's see if it comes into fruition. We got this level coming up, which would be what is this level? We might not see this level met like in this one move down. We could see price coming back in here and then selling off, and then, you know, you'll see something like this, I would say. But yeah, these levels are, that's what these levels are here for. Do I think support and resistance is effective? Yeah, of course. And any trading style can be effective. It's not really about the strategy. It's more about the psychology, the person who is trading that strategy, right? Any strategy can be profitable. Any strategy can work. Any strategy can be effective. The only thing that stops it from working and being effective is the person using it. Yo, over and out, SK. Appreciate the follows. Let's go. Round of applause for the follows. Yeah, Fez, when you have a setup, you know, wow, and especially with gold's volatility, you should never get FOMO, something to learn as a new trader, because you know your setup will come. Yeah, exactly. I've seen these things play out 100 times over, 1,000 times over. But don't get me wrong, Squizzy. If this was in my analysis, if this was in my setup, like sometimes we'll catch moves like these, right? Sometimes I'll be in this move, but I can't always capture the move, right? Sometimes you're gonna miss it. Sometimes your analysis isn't gonna, gonna pick up this move potentially, right? And that's okay. You're human. We're not robots. We can't see everything. We can't analyze everything to perfection. Even me, right? So yeah, a lot of the times you would have seen me capture these moves right here, and sometimes I don't, and that's okay, you know. I had daily bias as bullish neutral. Yeah, my overall bias for this week is bullish. And even today, right now, earlier, I was looking for sells. As you can see, you know, at some point today, I did analyze that price could potentially sell off, which we have had now. But I was anticipating that it was going to sell off over here in this area. And then I changed my bias to buys as we started coming up here. So now we're seeing that sell off. It is what it is. My analysis today was just slightly late, you know, I was a little bit, no, slightly early. Sorry, I was a little bit too early on the sell bias, and then ended up switching it. And then, as you can see, you know, it did sell off. It is what it is, but we're only human, guys. You know what I mean? We can't be perfect all the time. There's no holy grail, but there are a lot of shit grails. That's definitely one way to say it for sure. And I agree with you. Deep Song RC, appreciate the follow on TikTok, legend. Thank you very much. But yeah, basically, you know, I get these questions a lot, like, where do you anticipate gold going? The hell is this? What's your thoughts on gold going to 2400.395 or some shit like that, right? And I do not think that far ahead in my trading. I really don't. You can do your analysis, you can anticipate things, but ultimately the only thing that matters is what is happening right now in the chart, right? That's it. That is it. You can do all the analysis you want, right? And if you're not in tune with what is happening in the exact moment you're looking at the charts, none of that analysis matters. And this often happened to me, right? When I first started trading, I would sit there all day from morning until night, staring at the charts, doing analysis, trying to find setups. And then when a setup actually presented itself to me, I would miss it because I was so fatigued. I was so, you know, yeah, fatigued because my eyes were fatigued, my brain was fatigued because I was looking at the charts all day, doing so much analysis that I forgot to actually watch current price action and current candles, and just always ended up missing the setups, right? So that's why now I have a specific time where I trade. I'll have a 4-hour window. If I don't find any trades within that 4-hour window, 95% of the time, I just won't trade for the rest of the day, because I know myself and most human beings, we can only concentrate and stay focused, entirely focused at the task in hand for a few hours a day, right? And then we start to get fatigued. And then you're going to start making mistakes, right? So this is why I created these trading windows within my strategy. Because I know from experience these things happen, you know. We fatigue. Like I said, we're only human. We're all human. It doesn't matter how much coffee you drink or how much sleep you get. If you're sitting and staring at something, especially candles, all day, eventually you're going to get fatigued. Eventually you're going to get tired. Eventually you're going to make mistakes. And, you know, it's best to just give yourself a set trading time, a 4-hour window, a 2-hour window. I wouldn't probably go any higher than like a 5-6 hour window. That's really pushing it. I think 4-hour is the sweet spot. If you trade during the right times, if you get that, either that pre-London to London open during that 4-hour window, or if you can get like New York session open or mid-London to New York open, a nice little 4-hour window there, you're going to be able to capture trades, right? Because there's a lot of volume in the markets in these times on gold or whatever pair you want to trade. So you should be able to capture some setups during those during that window. Are you looking for a buy? Yeah. I mean, at this point, look at that buy signal right there. Look at that 30-minute buy signal. 190 pips. But let's take a step back, right? When we're seeing big moves like this play out on the lower time frames, and you're thinking, Jesus Christ, look at this move. This is crazy. What's happening? Something's got to be happening. It's time to take a step back and look on the higher time frames, right? And if we're looking at the 12-hour candle, it's not that big of a deal yet, right? Prices just broke the 12-hour lows. It's selling off a little bit. We're looking at the weekly perspective. The weekly is just creating a bottom wick here potentially. But also, let me touch on this. Let me touch on this. Can I just hide that for a second? I can put it back in. I can put it back in later. But I just want to show you guys this, right? This is the weekly time frame, okay? And if we look at most recently, every time that price has created an all-time high on gold, you've had a huge reaction and a seller to the downside, right? Every single time, the last 3 times we've created all-time highs, all-time high created, gold sold off for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, a bearish candle, right? Gold created an all-time high, gold sold off for 1, 2, 3 weeks. Again, gold created an all-time high, gold sold off for 2 weeks. Two bearish weekly candles in a row. So now, again, we've created an all-time high. So there is potential for gold again to start selling off over the next couple of weeks, right? But the thing that we need to look at, which is what is different this time, is the fact that all these candles here that previously created the all-time highs were rejection wicks, right? This one was a rejection. Look at that strong rejection right there. This one, rejection and a bearish closure. This one, a rejection and a bearish closure. Whereas this one, most recently last week, closed without any rejection, closed bullish, and closed above all those wicks there to the left. Strong closure, right? Strong bullish closure right there. So that's different to all of these candles previously that closed. So this could be the indication that first of all we're going to create a bottom wick, and then we're going to flip bullish again and start driving, right? We just have to wait and see. But that's my anticipation. But this candle does not have the rejection yet. Exactly, IB. Exactly. So something else just to keep in your minds, keep in the back of your minds, that if gold starts selling off, we know why, right? And I mean selling off heavily, right? We start coming all the way down here. Could happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it could. But my anticipation is the fact that that previous weekly candle was such a strong closure, and it closed above all of these wicks. Because if you have a look previously at the weekly time frame, we have all these wicks, right? And all these candles create all-time highs, but failed to close above this area right here until most recently, right? Now we've closed above all of those candles. Completely took them all out. So my anticipation is we can create that bottom wick and start driving for the rest of the week. But we just need to see how today's going to play out. We're almost coming into this first area of interest that was marked out in the VIP Telegram. Almost coming in there, right? Almost coming in. So let's wait and see what happens here. A nice area in there, right? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. What else we got? What's up, Zero? What's up, bro? Good evening, good evening. Get liking the stream on YouTube, guys. Yeah, get liking the stream, man. I don't want to hear no excuses why we can't get to 50 likes today, all right? I don't want to hear no excuses, man. I'm done with you guys' excuses. I'm done. Am I going to drop the buy signal here? No. We cannot do that because we run the risk of getting banned on TikTok. But like I said, I'm not going to give you guys signals that's for the VIP Telegram. Right? If I gave you guys signals here, what's the point in people joining the VIP Telegram? But I'm giving you, you know what I'm saying? It's like the old saying. You can show the horse where the water is, but you can't make the horse drink the water, right? I'm not calling you a horse, by the way. Or the other one. What was it? Teach a man how to fish. You know that one? You know the saying. You know the saying. You guys are not stupid. But if you want signals from me, you'll get signals in the VIP Telegram, alright? Here, look. Here's all the signals. Signals, signals, signals. Lots of signals, right? Lots of signals here. Signals. 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 Look at all these signals. This was all sent out. All these signals sent out last week. If you want signals, that's where you gotta go. As you can see, it is for educational purposes only. Always more votes than likes. I don't get it. Yeah. Let's have a look. How many votes we got? 35 votes. But only 19 likes. So people are voting that we can get 50 likes and subs today. We can do it if we wanted to. But you're not going to get it from me. Alright? Think again. Think again. That's what they're saying. They're taking the piss. They're taking the piss, basically. Very nice analysis. Appreciate you, Frenchie. Jarpreet, thank you for the follow. Deep Sung, thank you for the follow. Did I already say that? But yeah. That's gold today, man. You know, it is what it is, man. I was slightly early on my analysis today. I will say that. Today, my timing was slightly off on the gold analysis. First of all, I was looking for sells over here. Sells didn't happen. Then price started moving up. I was looking at the buys and then price sold off. So I was slightly early on those sells. It is what it is. No trades taken today. But I need to go get a haircut this week. Ready for the Gold Coast. What else do I need? Yeah, I need to get a haircut. I need to look fresh. Look good, feel good, exactly. There's something about bags. What do you mean bags? There's something about getting a plane, like catching a flight, where you just want to look. I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I just like to look fresh when I catch a flight. Nice fresh trim, some new clothes, some new trainers, some fresh trainers. You know what I mean? Nice watch. I don't know why. And then you just get on the plane. You just sit on the plane. But I don't know. It just makes the whole thing, like the whole experience, just feel better. I need my bags. Yeah, I need to pack my bags. You are right about that, Bryce. I'll give you that. There's three things you could be talking about. The most obvious one, bags to put all my clothes in. Obviously, I'm going on holiday. Bags as in money. Bags of money that I need to bring with me, which is also correct. I do need to bring some money. Or you're talking about the bags under my eyes, which I do have. right now because I did not sleep at all last week. Which one is it? What is this music? It's like Venice. I feel like I'm in Venice. On a boat. Eating some pasta. All right, guys, I need your help. Any international? Nah, no international. No international. Yeah. What broker do you recommend to start out? Bryce, I use black bull markets. If you click, no, yeah, black bull markets. I can send you a link if you like. All right. I need you guys' help. Which color do you prefer? All right. Which color do you prefer? Because I'm thinking of buying a watch. Can I zoom out? And I like the look of this watch. Right, but which color? Would you go with the blue face? Or would you go with the green face? Blue, green. There's also black, gold. I don't like gold. I don't like gold watches. In my opinion, gold watches, like, this is you can see I got silver, like, gold watches, in my opinion, look a little bit tacky. Unless it's like a, you know what I mean, like a Rolex or something, like a, obviously I cannot afford a Rolex. Blue, what's up, Imperator? What's up, man? Hit the like button. Yeah, let's go, Pramwood. Blue face. Blue is cool. There's also the black one as well, but I don't think I like the black one. Blue, black. Yeah, Mad Shed black. There is a black as well. Come on, you can gift a Rolex to me even now. No way, Daniel. There's no way I'm spending, like, I don't know. I've looked at Rolexes. The cheapest you can get is probably like $5 grand-ish here in Australia. But you're looking at like anywhere from 5 to like 30 grand. I'm just not going to spend that on a watch right now. I'm definitely not at that point in my life or anywhere close to that. I have more important things to spend money on, like my family, but I don't mind treating myself to a little watch here and there. Here's the black one. Here's the black one. So you got the black. Where did the green one go? So you got the black, the green, or the blue. The thing is with this one, this is the blue. This is a blue face. So I don't know if I would get another blue one. So I don't know about the green though. Yeah, black. I just don't like the black. I don't know. It seems very boring. Like if you look at that and then you look at the blue looks way more interesting. The blue actually makes the watch pop a little bit. But I already have a blue one, so it would really have to be the green one, but I don't know what I feel about the green. But who says you can't have two blue face watches, you know what I mean? What's up, Sadio? What's up, Bernice? I'm good, Sadio. How are you, man? So much on investments that can go up a couple grand each month. Yeah, I'm definitely not in that category right now. I know, obviously, you know, like some higher brand watches like a Rolex or an AP, maybe. I mean, APs are fucking expensive as fuck. They're like 30 grand a pop. I don't mind spending anywhere from like 500 to like 1,000 maybe, but even that's a stretch. What about gold? I'm now in live. Yeah, gold. I'm looking at buys on gold today. So as you can see, well, not today, but at that current moment, from this price action that I saw in here, I was looking for price to continue bullish, but it's sold off. Let's see what happens. Mark, appreciate the follow. Did I already say that? I probably already said that. But where I was leading to with that watch segment was, what is some good watch brands? I've only just started getting into watches like the last few months. Never been a watch person. I usually always just wear this. Fitbit tracks my steps, tracks my running, like my workouts, tells the time, connects to my phone, tracks my sleep, tracks my heartbeat, does everything you need a watch to do. So I always just wear this, but I've only just started getting into watches the last couple months. I have no idea. Does anybody have any good watch brands? Like, I know that one is decent. Tissot is a decent watch brand, I think. Somebody told me about Tissot, so that's where I found that watch. But I have no idea about other brands. Obviously, apart from your expensive brands like Rolex, APs, you know, Cartier, that kind of thing. What's some good watch brands? There's got to be someone in here who knows about watches. Richard Mille? I've heard of Richard Mille, but I swear that shit's expensive, right? Affordable for me? I don't think a Richard Mille is affordable for me, brother. What are you talking? What are you talking here? Brother. My brother. 344,000. 777,000. Why the fuck is this shit so expensive? Like, it's ugly as fuck. That I actually would not even wear this watch. It's ugly. Look at this. Ralph Christian has just tried to copy it. Look. Like, I wouldn't even wear this watch. It's ugly. You guys think? If closed 4 hour is counter trend, yeah. The one is used and still expensive, yeah, exactly. Like, that shit is... they look big, it looks bulky, it's bright. One of them is bright yellow. That shit's ugly. Stupid status symbol, yeah. Money doesn't buy taste. Tag or long irons? Is that... What's up, Swipe? Tag watch. Let me see. Tag watch. Oh yeah, I've seen this brand. I mean, that's still pretty pricey though. That's like 2.5 grand for a watch. And what was the other one? Long lines. Long lines. They're pretty nice, but again, that's like 2 grand, 3 grand. Let's see, we've got 10 minutes here. 10 minutes. Let's see how this current 30-minute candle closes. What else am I streaming on? YouTube. We mainly stream on YouTube. We do some TikTok streams as well. So Forex Recorded on YouTube if you guys are interested. What pair? This is xauusd. Gold. Is it bullish on daily? I mean, yeah, previous daily. If we're looking at the daily time frame, gold is very bullish, right? You just have to look at the current structure, right? You got lows, highs, higher lows, higher highs. You know, price is, structure's bullish, momentum, all the momentum is to the upside right now in the daily, especially off of this move right here. Yeah. Let me remind you in my lip. Well, looks like it's flipping bearish again. Gold is actually selling off quite a bit here. Interesting. Stop. Slow down, baby. If in this one move it spikes all the way down into this area, right? And I mean, what I mean by this one move is this whole thing just comes down into here without it pulling back first and then coming into it, then I feel like from this general area you can start to see price kind of retrace a little bit. But only if during this move down here it spikes all the way down into here without any bullish pullback candles. If it pulls back first, right, and then comes down into here, then there's probably a good chance it's just going to smash straight through here and just continue bearish. But Good job. Appreciate you. Hopefully. Thoughts on FTMO? I suppose, you can't. I mean, again, it's the same conversation we have about prop firms, right? What pair is this? Gold, XAUUSD. So prop firms or funded challenges or, prop companies, whatever you want to call them, they are companies built on the hopes of people like you and me. Let me just make sure this is straight, right? Your everyday traders, retail traders, being bad at trading and failing their funded account to make money from you. That is if you think about, you have to think in a business perspective, right? No one in their right mind, a business person who is investing in these companies, is going to say, you know what? I want to start a company where traders are going to be able to purchase accounts from us. Hopefully they're profitable and make thousands of dollars profit, and we have to pay them, right? What kind of business model is that? It's not a sustainable one at all, right? So if you think about the actual business model of a prop firm or a funded account, it's a company or a business built on the hopes or the reality of the numbers that most retail traders lose money. And so they're trying to take advantage of that to make money from you, okay? They don't want you to pass the account. They want you to fail it so that you pay them money and they don't have to pay you anything in return, or you just keep buying their funded accounts, right? That's how that business works. Simply put, it is, right? You'll get the odd ones here and there who will be able to adhere to all of the rules and regulations of a funded account and potentially make money, right? It does happen. People do make money from prop firms, right? It does happen, but it's very rare, right? Well, not very rare, but for the most part, most people, if you think about like 1,000 people buying an account, right? One or two of those people, or a percentage of those people may actually make profit and they'll be able to pay them out. May not be much, maybe a little bit, or it may be a lump sum. But the money that they've generated from those, say, 950 people who ended up blowing the account is enough to cover those few people who make a bit of profit, and the rest is going to them and they're laughing. So again, FTMO, I think, is probably one of the best or most reliable, I should say, prop firms. And I would say if you are planning on taking a funded challenge or using a prop firm, I'd say FTMO, just simply based on the fact that they've been around the longest. They're one of the OGs, you can call it, in the game. Go with them. Go with FTMO, right? But again, you still have to remember that that company, FTMO, is a company built around, or they're making money around people failing their challenges. That's how they maintain that business. That's how they make profit in their business, right? Think of it that way. So it's shady, of course it is, right? There's lots of businesses out there that are shady, but I suppose, FTMO, if you're going to do a funded account, funded challenge, I would say FTMO is one of probably the safest places to do it. I've seen a lot that have been paid out 20 to 30K. Yeah, like I said, it can happen. It does happen. But for the most part, a few people might get paid out here and there. But for the most part, if you're thinking about how many traders there actually is, there's millions of traders around the world, right? Retail traders. If they just capture a small percentage of that, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 people who are buying their accounts every single week, every single month, they're going to be making huge profits, right? And then they only have to pay out a few people if they manage to pass all of the rules and regulations and actually make profit on that funded account, paying out a few of them is gonna be chump change to them, right? For the most part. Not only to pass, even if you pass, there are so many hidden rules, or they accuse you of copy trading if you get good trades. Yeah, they always do this. They may even say you use robots. Yeah, there's so many ways that they can try and discredit or take away your profit and not pay you out. This is why it's so shady. This is why I've so far in my career refused to do funded accounts, because it's just so shady. I really do not want to give my money to these people at all. What's up, D? How can you tell what level gold may, what price level gold may drop to? Can you do a live demonstration, please? Yeah, I'll do one in a second, Walter. But basically, you're just, the way I like to do it is breaking it down time frame to time frame, understanding where the current weekly candle can go, where it can pull back to, where it can drive to, why it may pull back, why it may drive, then breaking that down to the daily, the 4 hour, and so on and so forth. But yeah, we'll do a little demonstration in a second. What's up, Al Amin? Sir Cody, my regard. There are so many people trading. It is not impossible for some to have the same trades yet. Sue Jan, appreciate the follow. That's why I use Pro Traders Fund and Top Tier. I mean, there's still companies that make profit on people being bad traders, right? Or people blowing their funded account because they're unable to adhere to all of the rules, all of the different rules and regulations, right? There's still a company built on the hopes of you blowing that account and purchasing another one, right? So there is good ones and there is bad ones, but inevitably at the end of the day, they are all companies that are built and ran on people being bad traders, and them companies and businesses hoping that the people buying their accounts are bad traders and end up blowing their funded account. They pay them $150, $200, $300, $400, $500. That gets blown. They lose it. They go, damn it, like I made a mistake. I won't do it again next time. I'm going to buy another account. Right? I know people myself. I know people that I speak to regularly that have bought probably 20 plus funded accounts, and they keep failing every time and failing and failing and failing and failing, but they just keep buying and buying and buying and buying, right? This is the business. So like I said, there's some good ones, there's some bad ones, but at the end of the day, they are all there for the same thing, to make money off you, right? They're not there to help you make profit, right? They don't want you to make profit. They want you to lose. They don't want to pay you out anything. That's not a solid business plan. If every trader was profitable and they had to pay every single trader out, they don't have that money, right? They can't do that. That's why you see a lot of these funded prop firms go under recently, because they just don't have the funds to actually pay people out when they make profit, you know? It's that simple. So just remember that at the end of the day, when you're buying these funded accounts, you're giving your money to these people who are hoping that you fail. That is it. They want you to fail. They do everything they can in their power. They give you all of these rules that you have to abide by. And if you break it by the slightest bit, you failed your account. Money's gone. You have to buy another account. That's it. So all the odds are against you, right? All the odds are stacked against you with these accounts. And even then, if you manage to do it, like people have said in the chat, and I've read stories, right? They'll try and then find a way to not pay you that profit. Oh, you used robots. Oh, you copy traded. Oh, you traded during news. Oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. You broke this rule. You broke that rule, right? It's all in the small print. It's all in the fine print of these funded accounts that you may not know at the beginning, but once you make profit, they'll start pulling all of these rules out of the bag that you had no idea of, in order to discredit and not pay you that profit out. Yeah, exactly, Ivy. But I would say a lot more people fail the accounts than that's actually people making money, right? I would say a lot more people fail. You may get the odd few that do actually make a bit of money, and even if they do, right, most people have the capital to only buy the smallest funded account. So say $150 funded account, which will give you like a 5k account, I think, right? So even if you do pass it and then you get a percentage of that, they're only paying out probably a few $100s, right? It's not a lot, really. Have I passed any? I have never done a funded account, never. I've never done one single funded account. Hand on my heart, I swear to God, I've never taken any funded account, ever. There was times where I was going to do a challenge for like a YouTube. I was thinking of some content for YouTube, and I was going to do a funded account and pass it and record the process. And we went through a few different prop firms on stream, and I ended up going with one that I liked the best. And I was about to do it, and then literally a few days later, I went back onto the website to purchase one, and the website had gone. They'd been shut down. Whatever happened to them. And I was like, yeah, you know, that's a sign. Fuck that. I'm not doing it anymore. I failed 4 times. Yeah, it's difficult, man. Even when we was looking at all these different prop firms on stream not so long ago, I was looking at all the rules, and I was thinking to myself, like, man, this is tough. Like, I've been so used to the freedom of trading my own capital for so long. I don't think I'd be able to pass a funded account. I really don't. It would be a massive challenge for me, because I'm very free flowing with my trading. Like, I don't really, you know, I have my strategy and I have my trading plan that I stick to, but in terms of rules, like, I can't remember what they were, but yeah, it's difficult. It's very yeah, you pretty much have to be almost a perfect person, a perfect trader to pass one of these challenges, and that's difficult. Max drawdown, no trading over weekends. They even lie about their spread sometimes. Yeah, trust me, I've read all about it. I've read lots of different reviews and people's experiences, and for the most part, 95% of the time, I would say it's negative. There's only a very few actual cases of positive experiences that I've personally read or have seen online, of people actually having a positive experience with a funded account. How do you open a live account? You choose, you find a broker that you like. I use Blackball Markets at the moment. Some other good ones, I would say FP Markets, IC Markets. Yeah, I'd say those 3, or Pepperstone. But you choose a broker that you like, you sign up, you put in your information, you open a live account. What's up, Viraj? What am I trading on? This is TradingView. If you're talking about broker, I use Blackball Markets, and I trade on my phone, MetaTrader 5 app on my phone. Because I'm mostly on the go when I trade. I have a 2-year-old daughter who I look after for the most part during the day while my wife's at work. So most of the time when I'm trading during London session, because my trading window starts here, as you can see, at 3 p.m. That's usually when I'm looking after my daughter. I'm picking her up from daycare, I'm putting her to sleep, I'm feeding her. So for the most part, I'm trading on the go from my phone. Sometimes I have my laptop with me with the charts open, but for the most part, yeah, I trade from my phone. IC market quite good. Yeah, IC market's very good. They have very good spreads. Very solid broker. I used to use IC market a while ago. Prop firms are getting worse now. I'm putting majority of my payouts from them into my live. Yeah, that's good. That's how you should do it. Thoughts on Interactive Broker? Never heard of them, Bryce. To be honest, I've never heard of them. What platform are you using in Australia? MT5, and I use Blackball Markets. With Blackball Markets, it is a New Zealand company, founded in New Zealand. They're not regulated in Australia, but they are regulated in other places around the world. So they do offer a 1 to 500 leverage. So if you guys are interested, DM me, I'll send you a link, or you can search it on Google. Blackball. US session is better. You trade that as well. Sometimes I'll trade US session, but like I said, I have a daughter. She gets me up early in the morning. I'm talking sometimes 4, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So for me, this is very late because I need to get to bed early if I want to get some good sleep, because I don't function well on low sleep. So I need to get like 6-7 hours of sleep a night for me to function kind of, semi-normally. So this for me, New York session is around like 10, 11, 12, 1 a.m. It's just too late for me. And this is why I trade kind of the pre-London session. Even though I'm relatively busy during it, I'm still able to trade it. Do I ever do live trading? Yeah, I live trade. I send out signals in my private Telegram, mostly Tuesday to Friday. Sometimes I send signals out every day. So yes, I do live trade. I send them out to all members in the Discord. If you're talking about live trading on here, on YouTube, sometimes. But again, you see this green area right here? This is my trading window, right? This is my 4-hour window. We was talking about this earlier in the stream. You might not have been here, but I have built into my strategy a trading window because I know humans in general, and me also, just from previous experience and kind of looking at myself from the outside, I function best when I allow myself a set time to focus, right? Back in the day when I first started trading, I would look at the charts from morning till night, 10 hours a day, sometimes more, right? And I found that I was heavily fatigued, right, by say London session, New York session. I didn't realize it at the time, but now looking back, and I've realized it, which is why I've altered my windows. I would sit and look at the charts and do my analysis all day, right? And then when it actually came to entering a trade, I would miss most of the setups because I was so fatigued and I was so focused on doing analysis that I wasn't watching the current price action and looking for an entry, right? So then how I was able to combat that is I built in a trading window, which you can see here on my chart. I have 2 trading windows. One is the pre-London session to London session open, and a little bit after that, which is when a lot of volume comes into the market, usually on gold. And then the second one is an hour after New York session, and an hour after New York session opens, and then for a 4-hour window after that. So I give myself now 4-hour windows. I won't look at the charts. I'll have a little look at the charts in the morning. I'll send out signals, and then I won't look at the charts all day until my trading window at 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. right? Because I know that as human beings, we work best when we have a set amount of time where we can put all our focus onto something and heavily focus for that period of time until we then start to get fatigued, right? And that's when you're going to do your best work. So I trade the London session. That's a 4-hour gap, like kind of pre-London to London open. So yeah, forgot where I was going with this now, but live trading. That's right. You said, do I live trade? So this is my trading window, right? I'm currently not in my trading window right now, right? When it's a clear black background like this, it's outside of my trading window. So generally, I will not trade during this time. This is when I stream, because this is the only chance I get to stream, right? When I'm not looking after my daughter. She's actually in bed right now. She's asleep. I get some time to myself. I can stream. I can do what I want. So sometimes I will trade during this time if the setup presents itself. But for the most part, I will either trade during this trading window right here, or the next trading window, which is kind of like the late New York session, if I'm not asleep. Usually during that time, I'm very tired. I found that I make mistakes a lot at that time because it's like 11, 12 at night. And for consistency reasons, I just stick to my first trading window. I found that when I have stuck to my trading window, that's when I really started to see my trading improve by, 100 times, more than 100 times. When I was trading before, and I was trading whenever I saw a setup, whether it's during Asian, London, late New York, I was staying up until 2 a.m. looking for setups. It's definitely not sustainable, right? But what is sustainable is allowing yourself a window a day, a 4-hour window. I wouldn't say you need anything more than that, right? If you're picking the right times, if you're picking that London session open and like kind of slightly into London session by a few hours as your first window, and then your second window during New York open to then a few hours into New York session. If you allow yourself those 2 trading windows per day, you're not going to get fatigued. You're going to be trading when there's the most volume in the market, right? And you're going to be able to find good setups, and price is going to push into profit quickly with all the volume in the market. And you're going to find that your trading, your stats, your profitability, your discipline, your consistency is all going to start improving massively. Trust me, right? I'm not saying this just to say it. This is from experience, and from members who have given me feedback when they've stuck to these windows and they've built that discipline into their trading, they're starting to see the results, right? And that's what it is. It's about discipline. Allowing yourself a window each day to trade where you have no distractions. Well, I can't really say that for myself, but no distractions. You can put your full focus into that 4 hours for that specific time and look for a trade. And if you don't find a trade, you walk away, you carry on with your day. If you find a trade, great. You also walk away and carry on with your day. But yeah, the trading windows, I would say, is what really started to set me apart from the rest, right? Because that automatically then just builds consistency, builds discipline, right? Even without you knowing it, without you kind of consciously doing it, you're doing it, right? So I would recommend everybody tries a trading window, giving yourself 2, 4, max, I would say 6 hours a day where you can sit down at the charts, you're fully focused, no distractions, and you look for setups for that window and then get off. You don't look at the charts before, you don't look at the charts after, only during, and I promise you will see a huge difference in your trading. I promise you. How much is it to get into the Telegram? 62. That's going to be changing very soon. The structure of the whole academy is going to be changing very soon. It's going to be a lot more difficult to get into the Telegram when it's changed. Right now, it's very simple. You join the academy, you get the Discord, you get the indicator, you get the V5 course, you get the private Telegram, which has educational videos, weekly outlooks, all the signals, all the trades that I take for the swings. Very simple. But soon that's all going to change. And yeah, it's going to be a lot more difficult to get in. Does looking a long time on charts make your site blurry? I mean, if you take into account over the last, say, 10 years when I've really started staring at charts, I've definitely felt my eyesight get worse, 100%. Enna Nazir, appreciate the follow. Round of applause for Enna Nazir. Appreciate the follow on TikTok. Yo, Kenny Cool, appreciate the diamonds. Clap for Kenny Cool. What's up? Hypic? Nurbek? What's up, Nurbek? What's the question marks for? JT, 2480? 2480, 2480, 2480. Yeah, there's potential. There's potential. We're seeing price pull back a little bit here. What's up, Katongole? Steven? In the YouTube chat, what's happening? How are you? But yeah, I need to go get a haircut, man. My shit looking dusty right now. Dusty. I haven't had a haircut since the last holiday, which was now like 3 weeks ago. Well, when I got the haircut was probably about 3 weeks ago now. I'm good, Steven. What's happening, man? What brings you to the stream today? I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. Thank you for joining the YouTube chat. But what brings you to the stream today, man? How? What do you mean how? What's all the random comments in the TikTok right now? We got question marks. We got somebody saying how. Is crypto real? Yeah, man. Crypto seems pretty real to me. I can literally log on to my CoinSpot account right now. CoinSpot is the Australian version of Coin. What is it? Whatever it is. This is CoinSpot right here. This is what I use to purchase cryptocurrencies in Australia. Yeah, I can log on to my account right here. Coinbase, yeah. CoinSpot is the Australian version of Coinbase. And I can log on to my account right now and buy as much cryptocurrency as I want. As much Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever I want. Litecoin, Solana. So yeah, it's pretty real. Really how? What do you mean, really how? Show us your crypto portfolio? You're dreaming, mate. You're dreaming. Why do you ask, Stephen? Why did you ask if crypto is real? What's making you question cryptocurrencies? Without the figures, just the tokens. I'm not logging into my crypto portfolio right here. Yeah, nah, no, it's not happening. It's not happening, man. I've seen too many stories of streamers or people who have done that shit, and people just somehow figure out a way to just, I don't know, man. I'm just not trusting anything, because before I know it, my fucking account's gonna be empty somehow. What's up, Mike? Happy Monday, bro. I love that positivity. Then Tongram is true. What's Tongram? What's Tongram? Never heard of Tongram. Tongram. No idea what Tongram is. Because I have a guy who wants to join. Huh? Join what? Don't do it? Yeah, I'm not doing it. And gold. Oh, you're talking about him? Yeah, whatever that is, whatever Tongram is, don't do it, Stephen. It's a scam. Stay away. Gold can hit 2404. 2404. Gee, that's 2404. That's a long way off, buddy. I mean, it can, but probably not anytime soon. What crypto coins I have? I used to hold a lot of XRP. I had a lot of XRP. But I sold all of it because I made a decent amount of profit on it. So I sold all of it because there was a lot going on with XRP, with the court case that they had going on, and there was a lot of like weird stuff happening with Ripple, the company, and you know, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna take the profit here, and we'll see how it plays out. I haven't reinvested it yet back in, but there was some just the basics, some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, some smaller tokens. I'm not gonna say which ones. Wow, quite a few smaller tokens, but a bit of everything. Bit of this, bit of that. I also sold a lot of it when I realized that in fact the government, and it's not as it seems, crypto is what everyone makes it out to be, right? You owe money, something that the government or the banks can't track. And when tax time came around here in Australia, I hadn't declared any of my crypto at that point. I didn't know I had to if it was in my account. But the tax man knew exactly which cryptocurrencies I had, how much of it I had, and how much profit I had made from it, right? So it's not this currency that, you know, can't be tracked. It can very much so be tracked, and they know exactly what you have, how much you have, and how much profit you've made from it. And so they were like, cool, so you have to pay tax on that, buddy. And I was like, damn. Damn. So after that, I sold most of it. I'm doing good, Alameen. How are you, brother? What's happening? Good. Gold looking bullish in 1 hour time frame if looking to break all-time high. Yeah, I mean, I do like the look of this bullish candle. Like I said, I was anticipating buys. I still would be open to buys. I'm still very much open to it, but the fact is now it's come way, it's within this level in the market right now, right? We can see if we just look to the left, a lot of rejection from this area currently, right? So do I want to be buying into this resistance level now? No, because it's a different ball game now, right? If price had come down in here, just sold off a little bit, kind of found support in here, then we started seeing that bullish momentum again, and then I would look for buys. But the fact that it's sold off here, broke below this key level, now it's coming back to retest it, right? We've got 3 minutes left of the 30, 3 minutes left of the hourly. That makes me uncomfortable, even though I do like the look of this bullish candle. Tappy tap in that level, you reckon? A lot of countries you have to pay tax on the profits even if you're still holding. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. I wasn't aware of that, to be honest, which obviously now I'm a lot more educated on. I was very naive back then. That was right at the start of my journey into you know, the financial markets. I was very naive, but I'm doing great. How is Australia? Australia's good, man. Australia's good. Australia's a beautiful country. Relatively safe, beautiful country. We got kangaroos here. We got koalas. We got beautiful weather, beer, beautiful beaches. You know, we got a state in Tasmania that's a complete different island to Australia. It's still considered Australia, a different state, but completely different island, which you can fly to from Melbourne, which is like 45 minutes on a flight. Beautiful. One of the most beautiful areas I've ever seen in the world, and I've been to a lot of places around the world. What else we got in Australia? All the Aussies, come and help me out right now. What else we got in Australia that we love? Very multicultural, so there's a lot of beautiful food here from all regions of the world. The weather, yeah, the weather, I said it's beautiful and sunny. Yeah, beautiful beaches. You got islands on islands, right? So when I went to Tasmania, right, we flew to Tasmania, which is a separate island. It's still a part of Australia, but it's a separate island. But then while we was in Tasmania, we got a boat to Bruny Island, which is an island off an island, right? Because you got Australia, which is an island. You got Tasmania, which is an island. And then you got Bruny Island, which is an island. So we went from an island to an island to an island, which is all part of Australia still, somehow. But yeah, beautiful. Lovely people, diverse food. Yeah, yeah. Sydney Harbour. Australia's a beautiful place, man. I am very, very unbelievably blessed to be here and to be able to call Australia my home. Because otherwise, I'd probably be getting stabbed up in Birmingham, England. And who wants to be getting stabbed up? Imagine paying tax on crypto you're holding, then they all crash. You lost twice. That's some bullshit. You've not even seen them on your bank or can spend it. It's a mad. Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why after that, I sold pretty much all of it. I was like, this is definitely not worth it. I already made very, very good profits on especially my XRP investment. And that's what they whacked me for the most. They were like, yeah, buddy, you made some nice profit. Well, guess what? We want some of that. I hadn't even taken it out of my account yet. Nothing. It was just sitting there, and I was like, I might reinvest it, blah, 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 blah. Then I found that out, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm taking it. Wildlife? Yeah, wildlife. Kangaroos, koalas, snakes, fucking venomous, deadly snakes, crocodiles or alligators, sharks. What software are you using for trading? I use TradingView to analyze right here. And oh shit, just dropped something that I don't really want to be dropping on my feet. Yeah, so TradingView for analysis. You can use TradingView for entries as well. You can connect your broker to it if it's available on the list. But
For actually entering trades, the broker I use is Blackball Markets, and I use MT5, MetaTrader 5. What's up, Steven? I'm good. How are you? Did anybody watch UFC over the weekend? Israel Adesanya versus Dracus du Plessis. Is AvaTrade a good trading platform? Not too sure. Not too sure something. I've not used them. I wouldn't say heard of it, but I have seen it or saw it. Pardon my terrible English vocabulary. But I have saw it around when I've been researching brokers, but saw it, seen it. No, I was right. Seen it. But I said sin it, like S-I-N, like sin, not seen. I don't know, man. I left school without any qualifications. Believe it or not. Disappointed in Izzy, his run coming to an end. Yeah. I didn't know he was 35, man. 35 is quite, I mean, there is some older fighters in the UFC, but 35 is quite old, you know. I don't know if he's going to be able to regain that former glory that he once had, that where he was reigning over that division. I'm not sure where he goes from here, man. Unfortunately. Is it going to keep coming down or still going up? Zoe, if I knew the answer to that question, I'd be a billionaire, man. You're just gonna have to wait and see, right? The only way you can potentially try to anticipate that is if you have a solid strategy which enables you to potentially take advantage of one of those moves, right? So if your strategy involves looking for a retest or a pullback and a continuation to the downside, or this move to the upside somehow, whether you use order blocks or higher time frame analysis or Fibonacci or whatever you want to use, right? That's based on your strategy. But I can't tell you right now if gold is going to continue bullish or bearish, because if I was able to just tell you, like I said, I would be placing trades. I'd be a billionaire, right? Right now, for me personally, I don't see any setups because we are retesting a key level. I was only looking at buys for the time being today during this session, but then price sold off. So to be honest, I don't really have any input just yet. I'm not seeing anything just yet. Maybe that will change in about 30 minutes or an hour. I might see something, I might see a setup, but for the most part, I don't know what's going to happen from here, right? Just like most people don't. People can, if you have a strategy, you may have an idea of what could potentially be happening right here. But based on my strategy right now, I don't see anything that I'm interested in taking. We just have to wait and see. We just have to be patient. I already bought just before it started going down. So you was in a buy position up here. I'm freaking out, hoping it doesn't go down anymore. Yeah, I mean, how long have you been trading for, Zoe? I would guess that you haven't been trading long. Am I correct? 6 months on and off, yeah. So you're relatively new. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? You've got a long way to go. I can see that just by the emotions that you're showing while trading. But it doesn't mean you're wrong, right? As long as you're sticking to your analysis, we're gonna have losing trades, right? Everybody has losing trades. I have losing trades. Every single trader will have losing trades, right? That's not the point. But my question to you is, if you are in a trade from up here, a buy, where is your stop loss? Do you have a stop loss? Because this is quite a big move down here for you to still be in this trade if you was in buys up here. Price going down is fantastic. No stop. Retesting now. Trish, yeah, it is retesting this area. I don't have a stop loss at the moment. I turned it up hoping it would come back up. Zoe, you just hurt my soul with that comment. A stop loss there is there for a reason. All right. You may get lucky, and just like your comment before, you said, I'm hoping it doesn't go down anymore, right? You don't want to be trading on hope, all right? Now, like I said, you may get lucky and price may come back up here and you may be able to get out of this trade at break even. But my advice to you is to, if you have a stop loss, leave your stop loss, because if your stop gets hit, that's fine. That's part of trading, right? But if you've deleted your stop loss here, hoping that that it comes back up and it doesn't, then you're just gonna end up blowing your account and you're gonna end up in a much worse situation than if you just set your stop loss and let your stop loss get hit, right? If your stop gets hit, you've lost a few percent, right? But if you delete your stop loss and price just continues to melt and comes all the way down and you blow your account, think about how bad you're going to feel then, right? Think about the emotions you're going to feel, right? You don't want to be doing that. So like I said, you're new. It's a mistake you've made. That's fine, right? Don't get too caught up in that, no matter what anybody says. We all go through this as new traders. But the way things are going for you right now, what I can see is not positive, right? And I highly recommend taking a step back from trading and reevaluating, right? Because this isn't good for your health, right? That involves deleting a stop loss, and you know, this is good for your health. You're putting yourself under a lot of stress, and you just don't need to do that, right? You don't need to do that. So I would recommend taking a step back from trading for a little while, rethinking, reevaluating, going over your strategy, and for future preference, just don't delete your stop loss, right? So we have some whiskey. I set stop losses when I'm busy or going to sleep. I know it's really bad, but I legit always lose. Yeah, stop loss is to stop loss. That's correct. A $100 loss or a $20 loss is better than blowing your whole account. Yeah, I agree, JT. But look, I mean, we're all quick to judge, right? But I really don't like seeing people go through these experiences, because I remember it all too well myself. I remember those feelings, right? I remember lying in bed some nights back then, just stressing, almost to the point of tears. And believe me, at some stages I did come to tears, and I'm sure a lot of us potentially would have been close to that as well. And sometimes you lie there and you think, what on earth was I doing? Why did I do that? Why did I fucking do that? And you sit there and you stress, and you get upset, and you get angry, and you might cry. And I remember those feelings, right? I still remember them like they were yesterday, right? We've all been there. It's tough, man. This is a tough career path, I guess I could say. So I understand, you know, it's not easy, and
This is why I always try and offer support, right? I like to be stern, and I like to be, I don't like to sugarcoat it, but I also like to be supportive as well, because we were all there once. Maybe some of us still are there. And what I would have liked when I was in that situation is not for someone to judge me, but for somebody to kind of grab me by the throat, I suppose, or grab me, you know, give me a slap round the ear and say, Cody, wake the fuck up. What are you doing? Stop being a fucking idiot. Focus. Stop making these stupid mistakes. And let's fucking, you know, let's go. Let's smash it. Let's concentrate. Let's get this thing right. No judgment. No, you know, kind of ill words or negative comments. Yo, Moss, how about leave the goddamn stream, bro? I'm not even talking to you, brother. He said, Moss said, bro, I understand you. No time for sailing. Don't tell me the story. I mean, like, he doesn't care about my life story right now. He just wants to know what's happening with God. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you for telling me straight up. You want me to go to the 5 minute? I don't even have the 5 minute on my trading view, bro. I don't look at the 5 minute. But for you, because you were so demanding, here's the 5 minute time frame. The 5 minute time frame has come and retested this key level. This is the V5 indicator key level, by the way. This is the key level that the indicator has given for this session. You can see the break, the retest. It's rejecting, it's selling off a little bit. That's the 5 minute time frame. The rest of us are interested. Zero here. What do you mean zero here? Never move your stop loss unless you are moving it into profits. I would say make peace with the amount you can possibly lose. Yeah, love that. Love that advice, Lawnwell. Trading with no stop loss, might as well put everything on red. Yeah. No stop loss. Yeah. Tough. It's tough, man. Like I said, I understand. I understand where people are coming from, man. This is not an easy game. This game will show you sides of yourself that you... Oh, zero here. So that's you. Okay. This game will show you sides of yourself you never knew existed. That's all I can say about that. I really would like, interested in buys here, but yeah, I just don't like that we're at this key level. But I think price can continue bullish a little bit here, to be honest. Even momentary, even like a short-term scalp, 20-30 pips or so. But I'm not going to take it because of this key level. Could reject any minute. What am I trading? Connor, this is gold, XAUUSD. So zero, you're in the TikTok and the YouTube, man. What a legend. Absolute legend. Do I trade EU? Yeah, I trade EU. Not scalping though. Mainly like day trade, swing trades. I think I had a trade on EU last week. I had a trade on GBP USD right there. 2 positions, Euro NZD, Euro AUD. You guys on TikTok can't see that. I'm pretty sure that's the GBP USD trade. Pretty sure I had a trade on EU last week. Did I not? It was the week before then. maybe it didn't get triggered. Look at all these signals that I send out, man. I'm an absolute beast. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I do trade EU. I do trade EU. Endless signals here in the private tele. Oh, there you go. Euro USD right there. So I did send out a signal on Euro USD, as you can see. What's that there? What's that there? Yeah. Showing the love to boost the algorithm. You're a legend, bro. You're a legend. I just started trading this year. I paper traded for about 2 weeks, then did real trading, make some of these mistakes and monitor my behavior and mindset patterns. Stopped trading. Now I'm back with strict rules for myself. I love that law now. And I can tell you right now that I guarantee you're going to be successful in this if you stick to that kind of mindset and attitude, because a lot of people don't look at themselves like that. And like I've said previously, usually what happens, the cycle, right? The never ending cycle of new trader starts demo, starts live, loses money, blames the market, right? They'll never blame themselves. They'll never look inside internally at themselves. They'll always talk about banks, stop hunts, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's rigged, whatever, right? And that's what most people's excuse is when they're not profitable, when they end up giving up and they say it's fixed, it's rigged. The banks just go after your stop hunts, blah, 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 blah. Not many people look internally. So the fact that you have done that and you've monitored your behavior and your mindset and you stopped and you reassessed and you came back with more rules and a more stricter approach, that just shows me you have the right mindset. You have the right mindset, and you will, I believe you will do well, 100%. Because that's what you need. That's what you need. The good old market's out to get me, yeah. The banks are stop hunting my $50 account. The banks want my $50 account. They're out to get me. The banks are not out to get anybody, especially not retail traders. They're too busy themselves making billions of dollars. Why do they care about your $100, $200, even $1,000, even $10,000 account? Why do they care about that? Now, if we're talking about brokers, this is why you want to stick with a, you know, regulated broker. At least in some countries, you want to see that your broker's regulated, because the brokers can manipulate their own price feed to stop you out and try and take your money, right? That's, if you're talking that can happen. But for the most part, if you're using regulated brokers, right, and well-known brokers like Oanda, like FB Markets, Blackball, IC Markets, Pepperstone, all of the well-known regulated brokers, you're not going to have any problems with that, because they get looked at regularly by governments, governing bodies, and if they ever try to manipulate any kind of price feed, they would get caught straight away
and they would get massive fines and they would potentially get shut down. So as long as you have a solid broker, you don't need to worry about stop hunts, the banks taking your money. You know what I mean? It's none of that stuff. Just focus internally, focus on yourself. If you're losing money, it's because something that you are doing, you yourself, right? Nobody else, no banks, no stop hunts. It's something you're doing. Do I have a Telegram? Yeah, I got free Telegram. If you come over to the YouTube chat, then you'll be able to join the free Telegram. Losing our lessons and it's part of the process. I think, yeah, 100%, Mike. As long as you learn from them, right? As long as you learn from them, that's the main ingredients takeaway there. Because you can lose a lot, but if you're not learning from those losses, then the losses mean nothing, right? You have to learn from them. You have to understand why you're losing, why you've made these mistakes, right? And again, a lot of people don't do that. Where am I located? Australia, Victoria. If you're not confident in the strategy, you haven't done enough testing or analysis yet. YouTube, let's read some YouTube chat. My own experiences are trying to rush and FOMO. Once you learn to be patient and realize if you miss a trade, it doesn't matter. There will be plenty more to come. Kind of have to make peace with it. Yeah, exactly. Zero. Exactly. And a lot of people rush because of their time constraints, right? Whether you have a 9-to-5 job, whether you have a family, whether you have things going on in your life. And again, this is where having a trading window structured around your everyday routine is beneficial, because if you are somebody who doesn't have a lot of time in the day, right? You have family, you have a job, whatever. Incorporating a trading window into your routine for the day, right? So you know, at this time I'm working, at this time I'm having dinner with the family, or at this time I'm picking up my kids from school or daycare, and at this time is when I'm trading. And as long as you know you have that time, everything else will start to flow nicely, right? You know that you have to be focused on the charts during that trading window. You have it built now into your routine. You know that once that time comes and you're getting on the charts, you have that window, you got no distraction, you don't have to do anything else. You have time, you don't have to rush, right? All these things help, especially with most of us, because most of us retail traders, we all have other things going on in our lives, right? We can't exactly just sit here all day at the charts like myself and just watch the charts, right? We have family, we have other things that we're doing. We're busy, right? Busy. So all these little things definitely help. Cooper, I appreciate the follow. There's a lot of deer in Victoria, is there? Deer? I didn't know that. What's up, Sam? Did I enter short? No, I didn't enter no short. I was only really looking at buys today, guys. I was looking at sells earlier. Like I said, I did have... here, I did put in the Discord right here. Short-term buys for a steeper 12-hour top wick. Rest of the day, I see potential sells to align with the 12-hour, which would also find into align or fall into the gold weekly outlook handle testing the lower ranges, right? So I was looking at the short-term buys up in this region right here, but overall I did anticipate gold to sell off for the day, but instead of coming up and continuing bullish, it just sold off. So I was anticipating price to continue bullish before it sold off, but it just sold off. So now I'm kind of like in no man's land. I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now. I'm probably going to wait until 11 p.m, which will be a new 4-hour candle open, and then I'll go from there. But for now, like, yeah, there's not much happening for me. I haven't taken any trades today. Deep, appreciate the follow. That's where you short. You took a short from up here. Nice.
Very nice. Yeah. Clearly, yeah. I mean, I was only anticipating a short-term spike up into like these areas here before selling off, but it just sold off from here anyway. So it is what it is, you know. You can't catch them all. You can't catch them all. My analysis was correct, but I just didn't get the entry. Just did it. Here's this Italian song again. This keeps coming up. This ain't Pokemon yet. This ain't Pokemon, man. You can't catch them all. Happening? Why is the TikTok disconnected? Yo, TikTok, are you still there? Is the TikTok still there? Oh. Maybe it's my internet. Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, what's happening, governor? What's fucking happening, governor? Why is it not working? No? Yes? No? What do you mean, yes, no? What the fuck does that mean, man? You guys on YouTube still here? Yeah, I guess it is. It's still seeing it. Saying I'm live on my phone. It's back? Yeah, I don't know what just happened, but it just cut out. Yes, we are here. Okay. Yeah, I think my internet just cut out or something because it was saying offline, and then everything reloaded, and now it's come back again. I don't know, man. But yeah. So there we go. There's the rejection of that area. The retests. Very nice. Oh, I don't know. Look, it's frozen. I'm not sure what's happening. No. I think we're dropping frames. It's gone again. Hello. Hello, governor. It's gone. I think it's gone. YouTube's still here? I have no idea what's happening right now. I don't know if I'm live, if I'm not live. Seems the YouTube is still live, but the TikTok's not. We're getting, it's reloading. We're getting signals. I'm live. All right. TikTok is okay. All right. God damn. I don't know what the fuck's happening, man. I think my internet just died or some shit for the first time ever. What's my biggest loss and biggest win? Gosh, good one. That's a good question. YouTube hasn't dropped. Been here the whole time. Oh, okay. So it's just TikTok. All right. On record, biggest loss I think was either this one, 2.7k. I'm sure I know it was this one, yeah. 3.3 on in my journal. I've probably lost more than that. I just can't remember. I've had some decent losses. Yeah, we got 2.8k right here, 2.7k right here, and then 3.3k right here. Biggest win, 3.4 here. I don't really track the profit that much. Obviously, I'll post it on you know, socials and stuff, but to be honest, 3.8 right here. Yeah, 3.8 seems my biggest win. That was right at the start of the account when I was like trying to flip it, I was heavily over risking. I was just trying to flip the 10k. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've had a bigger loss than that. Wins, I don't know. Say around that, yeah, around that 3.8, 4k maybe. on the journal. Like I said, I had a lot bigger wins and losses right at the start of this account because it was a 10k account and I was just trying to like double it. I was just trying to flip it. It was just 10k that I put aside and I was like, let's see where I can take it. So then I ended up flipping it, and then in the end I was just like, you know what, let's just trade normally with this account and just track it over the year, see where it goes. And I mainly started doing that in the stream. But it doesn't really matter about the profit part. It only it doesn't matter. I could make 20k, 30k a trade. All that matters is this section right here.
You know what I'm saying? I could, like I said, I could make 200 a trade. I could make 500 a trade. I could make 10,000 per trade, 50,000 per trade. But this is all gonna tell you exactly what you need to know. The win rate of the overall account, 69.63%. Can you explain how much a unit is for gold? What do you mean a unit? Are you talking about like lots and things like that? Do you have this template? Yeah, Zero. Message me on Instagram, or you can actually find it in. Yeah, you should track. No, go to the Discord. Zero. You're in the Discord, right? Go to the Discord. Go to general, maybe? No, not general. Member? Updates? Maybe it is... Okay, yeah, go to general in the Discord, and then go up to the top to the pinned messages. And then you're going to see this one where it says link to trading journal, right? Click that, or click jump, and it's going to jump to that message. And then you click that file right there, click that link. And then what you want to do is create a copy, right? So you will open that link, and then you will go to file, or whatever it is on the top left, file, create copy, and then you will have your own, all right? I don't do units, Cooper. I do lot sizes. I'm not sure. I know I have seen units. I think TradingView uses that. I have seen units, but I don't use units. I use lot sizes, yeah. So just Google it though, Cooper. Google it. You should be able to find the answer on Google. Which currency you're analyzing? Yeah, gold. This is gold. Gold. 99%. Appreciate the follow. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there with the internet. I don't know why it's cutting out. I know I dropped a lot of frames on YouTube, 465 frames, which basically means like that's not good. You've dropped, like your stream is lagging almost. Yeah, it's got a playbook as well. But that's not my playbook, I don't think. No, that's not my playbook. That's the person's who... Yeah, Donvo, Controller Effects. That's his playbook. Never actually looked at that. Pretty simple price action things though, I think. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Yo, Ito, appreciate the... I didn't even see that. Thank you for the diamonds. Yeah, so I was looking at buys today. There still could potentially be buys, but I would say depending on this, how this 4-hour candle closes, we could see a further sell-off. If we stay below this area and this 4-hour candle closes bearish in about 20 minutes, then there's a good chance we can see price continue to sell off. We might see a spike up short term to create that 4-hour top wick. Could see like a fake out of this area and close back below. But for the most part, I'm probably gonna be done for the day. No trades for me today. Boring day.
All right, Zero. But yeah, I'm gonna head out, guys. I'm gonna head out, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right, Wednesday we will be live on YouTube and TikTok. All right, so Wednesday we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then of course next week I won't be streaming next week because I'll be on holiday again. Guys, I'm sorry, guys. I will be on holiday again next week. All right, I leave this Saturday, and I get back. I get back Thursday or Friday. So yeah, I'll probably end up then streaming the week after that. So, but anyway, I'll still be trading. I'll still be sending out signals to the academy. We'll still be trading in the Discord as well, and sending out analysis, things like that to members. But yeah, no streams on YouTube or TikTok. All right. Be safe. Appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much. But yeah, see you guys later. Peace out. Peace out. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right, Zero. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for stopping by.